Hi guys, it's Monica. So today I wanted to do a quick makeup video for you guys. I wanted to show you how I not only pluck, but how I shape and maintain my eyebrows. Also, I show you guys how I fill them in. So if you want to see how to do that, then keep watching. So you're going to start off with your eyebrow pencil. I'm using this one, which is Deandra Eye Crayon. I've had this one, honestly, I don't know how long I've had it. I've had it a long time. It's in color Basic Brown number 2. So you're going to need, like I said, your eyebrow pencil if you're going to use a pencil. If you're not, then if you choose to use powder, which I was using powder, but I wouldn't get sharp enough lines in that dramatic effect. So I started using a pencil, and it was kind of sort of by accident. I'll tell you that in a second. But you're going to need that, and you're going to need an eyebrow spoolie. If you don't have one of these, they have them in packs at most makeup stores. Or you can always take your old mascara wand, wash it out really well where there is no color left on it, and save that. So I actually got this when I got my eyebrow scissors. So anyways, how I started using this pencil, I'll tell you guys just real quick. The way that I pluck my eyebrows and how I maintain them and fill them in is I will get a pencil, any color really, and I just happened to pick up this one that day. And what I do is I fill in the eyebrow shape of my eyebrows the way that I want them, and then I pluck everything that is not in them. So there are some times where I do it without using an eyebrow pencil, but I always found that I would like gap up something, or it was like always uneven. And they still have not grown into where I would like them to be, because I used to get them waxed like off, literally. Like I would have like a little thin strip. So they still haven't recovered from years of bad eyebrow waxes. So, anyways. So what I do, I'm almost out of this color. I'm going to have to get another eyebrow pencil. What I do is I get a mirror. And I've said before, I like to have a mirror in front of me and like a mirror to the side, so I can kind of like sit back and assess the situation. So, alright, I got my pencil. So I like to get real close into the mirror in front of me, and I like to start with my arches. Now, if you are really anal, and sometimes when my eyebrows are just having like their worst day ever, you can always use a ruler, but I'm not going to get into that today. I'm not that worried about if they're like on point, but I have got annoyed with them because they haven't done, or they haven't been the exact shape that I know they can be. So, you know, I have kind of like mapped out, I put it there and like you know, kind of mapped out my eyebrows like that. And even went as far as like, okay, well this one is this far down, this one should be this far down too. But if you're not like really anal and all that, don't worry about that. Okay, so anyways, I start with the arch. So I go at the top. Riley's in here. So I go at the top, and I kind of make little dash lines. You don't want to make just big, long lines, because then you're going to have, like, weird, funky-looking eyebrows. Alright, so I start with the arch like that. And then I take the... You can hardly ever see it. And you're going to have hair on your pencil, so get over that. But you're going to take, like, the sharpest edge of your pencil, and you're going to start mapping out the bottom. So I try to turn it to the side, and I kind of go up to where that arch meets, just like that. And then once I have that defined, then I go right here and kind of make a little short stroke. Just like so. I might have to turn it over a little bit. But I don't like to turn it over too much, because then it gives you that like too sharp of a line, and it looks too fake. But you're going to kind of square that off a little bit. I see. He's having a good old time. Anyway, so you, I see, oh my god, she's a hanger! Anyways, so, you make sure that you kind of square that off a little bit. Okay, so now you're ready to start filling in the brow. So, I just do light little strokes. Just like that, because like I said, you don't want to keep drawing weird, crazy lines. And they're going to look totally fake and crazy. But if you do get a harsh line, that's what the spoolie is for. So, I kind of go up in an upward motion, right through here to kind of get in between these hairs. Hopefully you guys can see that they kind of stand up on their own naturally. Yeah, excuse the sniffling. I have a cold. It sucks. Okay, and then when I get to the top here, I kind of try to drag the line over to where it meets that arch a little bit. Just like so. And this is something you can do like when you're at home, you have a day off, or just it's raining outside and you have nothing to do. You can kind of work your techniques of your brows. Okay, so this one actually looks on point. So what I do is I take my eyebrow spoolie and I start, and now very carefully, don't just like drag your brush across because it will take off your product. What you want to do is just kind of smooth it out, just kind of make it more natural. I'm going to go up a little bit, just smooth it out a little bit, and especially right here on the tip, I kind of just smooth it out so that harsh line is not there. So, that one is done. Now, once you've finished it and you're like, that is perfect, if there's any hairs, excuse my jacked up nails, if there's any hairs below that line, pluck those. If there's any up here that are like standing up, take your little eyebrow scissors, which you can get a set, Revlon, at Walmart, and take those and just lightly trim that hair. Do not go so far down that you put a huge gap in your eyebrows. Don't do that. I've done that before, and I've had, like, yeah, bad eyebrows. Okay, so I do the same thing. I start over here on where the arch of my eyebrow is, just like that. And they used to be way more arched. I used to have, like, really, really arched eyebrows, but I kind of, like, I look back on pictures, and it was just rough. It was like, why did I do that? Like, especially with the thin eyebrows, I was like, why in the world did I have her wax them like that? It just, yeah. But this was like back in the day. This was like over 15 years ago, seriously. I started getting my eyebrows waxed I started plucking them at 13. No, 12. Sorry, 12. And then I started getting them waxed at 13, and then I continued getting them waxed until I was like 18. And then I finally was like, whoa, and had to let them grow out. Alright, so I'm going to take like the little edge of my pencil and do the same thing that I did over here. Go to the arch. And I kind of drag it down a little bit because this one there is that little arch right there. And there's not much of one on this one. It's more rounded. So I kind of have to draw that in and pretend there is one there. So, alright, now we're going to go and kind of make the end cap. Which sounds so funny. Okay. Now, we're going to go ahead and start filling in. And don't worry if it gets like a little too pointy right there. We're going to fix that. We'll clean that up. Before, I was so afraid to use eyebrow pencils because I was so afraid that I was going to make all these mistakes and then I couldn't fix them and I couldn't clean them up. So I didn't use eyebrow pencils for like the longest. But like I said, you know, when you're home one day and it's raining or you have nothing to do, you know, you should practice like either doing your brows or practice putting on eyeliner. I still haven't got like the perfect winged eyeliner thing going on. Yeah, it's really difficult. Okay, try to darken them in to where everything looks like it's supposed to. Alright, now we're going to take our little brush. We're going to comb through it again. Just like so. Alright. Now, the reason that you want to comb through them is not only to smooth them out and to get some of the excess product out, but it makes them look a little more natural. So, alright, now to the cleanup part. I use, if you guys have used these before, you can use a liquid too, but if you've used these, this one is, what is this? Rimroll Hide the Blemish Concealer. This is actually really good. This is the neutralizer one. If you have used like the stick, if you have used the stick concealers before, you always get that last little part, and to me it was like, because you know it's right down here, you can see it's right down here. To me, throwing that away is a waste of money. So what I do is I keep it, and I take my little brush, and you can take a smaller one, but Riley has been playing with the one I normally use, which is this one. And he was putting on eyeshadow the other day, and, well, I should say, like, eyeshadow, and he was doing his eyebrows. He had, like, a line right there. It looked like he had a unibrow. Alright, so anyways, I just kind of dip it in there, just like so. And I kind of lightly go up and just kind of chisel that out a little bit. Just like so. You can always take your finger and kind of rub it in, just to kind of blend it in a little bit. And then I'll take up and just blend it out. And you don't need a lot of this, okay? You don't need, like, where it looks like you just took, you know, concealer and just dabbed it all over. But just to kind of help clean up some of those lines and smooth it out a little bit, that's what I do. And I don't have the perfect brows, but, you know, remember, they're supposed to be sisters, not identical sisters, okay? So if you can get yours identical, cool, great. If it looks natural, awesome. But I found most people that, like, look like they have put a piece of cardboard there and just, like, spray painted them on, they do. They look fake. So, mine, they're in pretty good shape today, actually. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, they're in pretty good shape. But that's all there is to it, you know? It's very easy. They're close enough to matching, and like I said, you know, if they're done and you see that there's a few hairs there, you know, you can always just trim those off. Like, here's my little eyebrow scissors. I'll show you. That, and they're Revlon. They're stainless steel too. Anyways, you can take them and just kind of trim them just a little bit. But like I said, don't go too far down. When I am trimming them, normally I will take my eyebrow brush, my little spoolie, and I'll comb them up. And I don't go past the line here. Like, when I trim them, like, say they're up here, when I trim them, I leave a little bit of room so they have room to lay over. So just keep that in mind, too. You can also comb them down and do that, but I have found that when you do that, sometimes you do gap your eyebrows. So try not to do that. But that is basically it. I mean, it's real easy, real simple. They, like I said, don't have to perfectly match, but they need to, you know, be similar. You don't want to have one that's like rounded and one that's like either just straight or straight up, you know. And it's like I have more of arched eyebrows, but my sister has more of straight eyebrows. And I think, you know, she has beautiful green eyes, so when she puts, you know, she wears black eyeliner. When she puts that on, her eyes, I mean, they're very beautiful. So I think, you know, even if she put like a little light eyebrow pencil on them, I think her eyes would like really pop. But she's beautiful anyways. But anyways, that's pretty much all it is to doing your eyebrows. I mean, it was that easy. So like I said, you know, when you're at home, have time to kill, take you a pencil. It doesn't matter if it is black, yellow, red, green, whatever. Draw out the shape that you want, but try to stay within your natural eyebrow shape. If you have, you know, straight ones, don't try to make really archy ones. It's going to look stupid. I'm sorry, but it's going to look stupid. So try to stay within your natural shape. Draw out the shape that you're going for, and then pluck everything that does not fit in that mold. And about once a month or every time you do your eyebrows, like putting on your makeup, you see a stray hair, pluck it. That way you don't have to have a big set down and be like, gotta tackle these bushy things. So, and there are some times, because I don't wear makeup every single day of the week, that I do have to sit down and, you know, tackle mine. But that is basically it. So I hope this helped you guys with your eyebrows. So I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.